100ミリを達成するには、アイアンの精度がアップする必要があります。ショット全体に言えることですが、インパクトが厚くなるための解説をします。インパクトでフェースがスクエアに厚く当たるためには、ハーフバックでもボールを見るように、フェースは斜め下を向き、ハーフダウンのプレインパクトでも同じように斜め下を向かないといけません。次に、ミスの大きな原因は、構えた時の前傾が崩れることにあります。前傾が崩れるのは、インパクト前に右かかとが浮いてしまうことがあります。最後になりますが、インパクト直後には、グリップエンドが胴体を指すようにしてフェースコントロールします。
Like normal. And now I'm going to take my takeaway. And now I'm going to do my takeaway. The leading edge of the club face is supposed to be in line with my spine with the club face somewhat pointing towards the ground. And at this position, I'm going to make a full turn. When I get to the top of the backswing, you should see the left wrist is flat, the right wrist is slightly bent towards the back, and it feels like it's supporting a tray, and I'm pushing my hand somewhat towards the camera, okay? So at the club face left side of the shaft, you're having a cup wrist, and that will cause you going across the line, over swinging, over the top, or casting. For the left hand grip, we're going to start off with the left hand grip. I would like to see the left hand grip slightly stronger or neutral. We do not want a weak grip, okay? This is what I call a weak grip. I would like for it to be somewhat more neutral, or if it's a little bit strong, it's still okay. Okay, if you can see about 2 to 3 knuckles or 1 to 2 knuckles, it's still okay, but you're gonna make sure it's not weak, all right? So on the fingers, I see a lot of people gripping too much on the fingers. I would like for it to be more towards the palm, okay? For the right hand, we are only hinging it this way, okay? Our right wrist only hinges this way. You can see that the club face is square. If I hold it too much in the fingers and I hinge it, the club face like this, okay? We do not want it to look like that. That means the wrist and the logo is pointing up. This is what we call a cup wrist. This is a very dangerous move. I would say we really do not want this. We want this. Feel like the logo is pointing down, right? But if you hinge the wrist correctly with the club up, and when I set it at a good position at the top over here, all I need to do is just to keep this angle and just bring the club down towards the ball at impact. Okay, so from this angle, when I have a good position at the top, nice wrist angle, all I need to do is just bring the club back to impact. All right, remain the same angle. So remain the same angle, you see the logo pointing down, right palm pointing towards the ground, but actually because of the left hand hinge, the logo is actually pointing forward and a little bit downwards. From here, just got to make sure you give it a good turn and check that the left wrist is flat, right wrist is bent backwards. Just keep rehearsing this move from here to here. Just got to make sure the logo is pointing downwards, forward, and try to be more aware with the club face as well. So from this angle, over here, the club face is going to be somewhat pointing downwards, logo downwards and forward, okay? There's these two things that you need to pay attention to before rotating to the back. Early extension is where you see golfers standing up before impact, where the head comes up and the hips go forward. We always hear a lot of people, early extending will cause you to get stuck, your right elbow gets stuck on the side of your body and you start sending the ball towards the right. One is our backswing where the club head is across the line. Okay, we see a lot of position like this in some golfers. So if you're across the line, you will tend to early extend to try to bring the club on plane or more inside out, okay? So this is number one. Number two is where you see people having a backswing really behind, where the handle and the elbows and the arms behind over here. Then they will try to early extend to make contact. The other one is the shaft is very steep on the way down, where people try to hit it too hard. They pull the handle down, right? When you pull the handle down, the club head gets steep, but you know that you're not going to make contact like that. Then you early extend to shallow the club. So we got to fix our backswing. We're gonna make sure when we get to the top of the backswing, our left wrist is flat, right wrist is bent backwards, club face is square at the top. We want to get here on getting to a good position at the top. So for drill number 2 is, I would like for you to get a wedge, and I would like for you to put it under your right heel. Okay? Under your right heel. When you early extend, you see the club falling. Alright? So I would like for you to feel like at impact, you're gonna keep the right heel down, stepping on the wedge. So you just rehearse this move. From here, just gonna feel like you're keeping your right heel down, stepping on the wedge. Just gonna make sure it doesn't drop. Alright, just keep rehearsing this. So you can see that how much space I have over here to deliver. See, there's a line right behind my butt over here, right behind my hips. I'm gonna imagine we have 2 pockets, alright? The right pocket and the left pocket. So I would like for you to cross your arm, and when you take your backswing, alright, your right pocket should be touching the wall or passing the line over here a little bit, or just touching the wall. If you're standing against the wall, just make sure you stand about a fist away from the wall, okay? So if you see a line behind me, you're gonna see my right pocket is gonna pass the line a little bit, and then on the downswing, we're gonna move our weight towards the left, and you can see my left pocket is gonna touch the line, okay? It touches the line and then it goes this way. Then they're gonna start standing up. They're gonna start thrusting their hip forward like this, and then you can see the right pocket moving away from the line, all right? We do not want that. We want to keep the right pocket against the line, left pocket against the line, where you can see both pockets on the line, and then you keep turning towards the target. Setup, I would like for you to flare the right foot out a little bit more. Again, it's a drill, you just keep working on it. If you fix the early extension, you can step to normal, all right? So I'll flare the right foot out a little bit more. That means the right toe is gonna point towards the right side a bit more. So from here, when you take your backswing, and if you're coming down, if the right toe is pointing right, it's really hard to extend the body. So from this angle, if my right toe is flare out, it's really hard to extend the body like this. It's gonna be this way, all right? It's gonna force you to keep the right heel down. It's gonna force you to move more towards the top. It's good position at the top. Weight transferred nicely to the left side. Impact. Then we're gonna extend.